Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel. It's Explain Everything. Today I will explain about the quantum computer. I mean, why we need this, why we build the quantum computer. I'm not build a quantum computer, so who built this and why? So stay with me. I will explain about quantum computer and also I will tell you what kind of problem we possibly solve with this quantum computer.
Google and NASA have teamed up to share one of the world's first commercial quantum computers. This machine, made by Canada's D-Wave, will be installed in a NASA research center in California.
This is the inside of one of our dilution refrigerators. All of this infrastructure is to basically operate the chip at a temperature that's 2 orders of magnitude colder than interstellar space. The processor is a quantum computer.
So this is the quantum computer, but the question is how it's work. Okay, so before I'm telling you that's how it's work, you should know more about the quantum world. That would be so easy for you. So I will show you how quantum world exactly behave in this world and how the quantum computer is work in our world. Okay, so let me show you one thing.
Okay, where we're going now, 2 degrees Kelvin. Physicists are unlocking a whole new world of cold, where the laws of nature appear to break down. You again?
Yes. Welcome to my world.
What is this place?
This is a matter menagerie. You know, like in states of matter?
I do know states of matter, solids, liquids, gases.
No. You've come to like a whole zoo of different states of matter. That is called strange matter.
I'd agree with that.
We think that it only exists in the centers of neutron stars. This one I'm particularly proud of. That is the Bose-Einstein condensation. When we discovered that stuff, I won a Nobel Prize.
Nice. I like how you worked that in.
Yeah, well, you know.
How many more states of matter are there?
Truth is, some people say hundreds. Look at that. It's called a superfluid.
Superfluid?
Yes. Give the thing a swirl. What do you think's gonna happen?
When I stir it?
Yeah.
It's gonna go around and around in the bucket.
Give it a shot. Yeah, now a little faster.
A superfluid is a state of matter found at temperatures below 2 Kelvin.
Oh, weird. Now a little faster yet, yeah. Weird.
And once these get started, they'll swirl forever.
Oh, that is quantum mechanics in action.
As I'm discovering, quantum mechanics is a kind of physics where the usual rules don't apply.
You can think of it this way. In the ordinary world, you, me, atoms, anything you want, they act kind of like balls, just like these balls here. They bounce, they roll around, they bash off each other. But in the quantum mechanical world, each of the atoms starts to act more and more like a wave. And eventually, the wave of one atom starts to grow into the wave of the other. And before you know it, and you can't tell one from the other. The atom could be over here, or it could be over there. And the cool thing is it could, in some sense, really be both at the same time.
Both at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean, how can something be in 2 places at once?
It's not something we understand that well either. We just go with it.
No
Quantum mechanics
kidding.
is like that, yeah.
And so we depart for colder places. To see how this quantum weirdness can be harnessed to solve real-world problems. To do that, we'll need to inch closer, 1/10 of a degree, 100th of a degree above absolute zero.
Welcome to one of the coldest places in the universe.
What? In an office park in Vancouver suburb? Meet physicist Geordie Rose of D-Wave Systems, who claims they've used cold to build the world's first commercial quantum computer. It's C-3PO's wedding cake.
This is a quantum computer.
And then what does that mean?
You have to rethink the way you think about computers to wrap your head around it.
Remember that quantum strangeness below 2 Kelvin? Inside this giant refrigerator, Rose's team keeps a few atoms 100 times colder, all to harness those weird abilities to make a new kind of computer. So let me get this straight. This entire company, this entire building, this entire meat locker, this entire $1 million apparatus is all designed just to make that tiny chip cold.
Yes.
What does the cold have to do with the computing?
In quantum mechanics, the properties that we're trying to harness are very easily washed out by the movement of the atoms in the processor. As you go down the plates through 4 Kelvin, 0.7, 0.1, at each stage we want to remove the wiggling of the atoms so that they just calm down, take a seat on the couch, relax. And when they do that, these wonderful, powerful, magical properties that exist in quantum mechanics blossom out.
Quantum properties like being in 2 places at once. That magical ability allows D-Wave to program their computers in a very special way.
The fundamental piece of information storage in this is a device called a qubit.
Like the biblical measurements?
Very unlike the biblical measurement.
A qubit is the quantum version of a bit, the basic unit of information. In a regular computer, a bit can be either a 0 or a 1. But a quantum bit can be either a 0 or a 1, or both 0 and 1 at the same time. This gives it exponentially more power than a conventional computer, which would use 8 bits just to store a single number between 0 and 256. In a quantum computer, 8 qubits can store all 256 numbers at once.
The real kicker is when you have a lot of these bits. The total number of possibilities doubles every time you add a bit.
So, while 10 qubits can store 1,024 numbers, 11 qubits can store 2,048 numbers. When you get to 100 qubits, you can store 1,267,650,000,650 septillion,
600 sextillion, 228 quintillion, 229 quadrillion, 401 trillion, 496 billion, 703,205,000.
and 376 numbers.
So by the time you get to about 500 bits, you have more possibilities than there are atoms in the visible universe.
Wow.
So we are not stop here. We can build a brain, a new brain, an artificial brain like human. Maybe one day will come that we make a AI, a artificial intelligence, a human, a robot like human. And also D-Wave can to help us to find a distant planet like Earth-like planet and also Mars-like planet, and we can classify them, and this kind of job we can do so easily and so smartly, and it can help interstellar spaceship. And scientists also say that it can make a help us to create a teleport device, but Facebook already hunt for that. This kind of computer can solve lots of problems, but before I telling you the one new problem, you should listen to her.
The 2048 challenge problem. If someone can give me the two prime numbers that I multiplied together to get this number, then you can win a prize. So, anyone know? Okay.
No, I don't know. In this process, maybe we can find our talented student. We don't need to explain every subject to the all student. The student will learn what actually he born for. I mean, no, you know that everybody has a talent.
The only way our society can survive is for each of you to claim your rightful place. Today you will take a test that will help you discover who you truly are. The future belongs to those who know where they belong.